Assalamualaikum and a very good day to my respected lecturer, Madam Dayang, and everyone. My name is Aina Athirah Binti Hasari. My matrix number is 2025306671 and I'm from class BA2733C. Today, I'm going to present a critical review of a contemporary 2024 journal article titled Strategies for Improving Employee Competency in the Digitalization Era Through Trainings and Human Resource Developments. This insightful article was written by Andy Rustams, Indah Yuni Astuti, and Unaria Safitri, and it was published in the Journal of Academic Science. The core focus of this study revolves around how organizations can successfully bridge the growing competency gaps among employees as business rapidly transitions into the digital era. Now, let's move on to our first major section, which is identifying the main challenge highlighted by the researcher. Based on the article, the primary challenge facing modern workplaces is the digital competency gaps among employees. These challenges occur because organizations find it difficult to ensure employees still keep up with technological changes, especially when their training strategy cannot adapt quickly to digitalizations. Understanding and addressing this issue is highly critical, as maintaining this competency is the key to driving organizational success, improving employee productivity, and helping organizations to stay competitive in today's market. Now you might be wondering what exactly causes these digital competency gaps among employees. The author identifies several factors that contribute to this issue. First, many organizations still rely heavily on traditional training methods to engage employees in digitalization contexts. For instance, organizations continue to use town hall briefings, large lectures, face-to-face technology workshops, or printed quick reference guidance because they are more cheaper, familiar, and easy to roll out to a large number of employees at once. Moving forward, the second causes is a lack of focus on soft skills development within training programs. In the rush to adapt new technologies, many organizations strictly focus on technical training. This happens because technical skills often show faster and more visible results, leading management to believe it is the only requirement to survive the digital shift. Furthermore, organizations often do not personalize their training programs when addressing diverse employee learning needs. Driven by a desire to save time, many organizations enforce rigid one-size-fits-all approach without taking the time to assess the unique background or test readiness of individuals' employees. Another critical cause highlights in the study is the failure to align organizational culture with digital transformation and strategies. Many organizations introduce major digital change using a strict downtown approach where management makes all decisions in isolations. This simply forces new digital tools in the workforce without opening spaces for open communications, neglecting employee concerns, and expecting employees to adapt on their own. Lastly, the article notes that organizations rely on existing research that is limited to a single industry or a generic training framework. Organizations actively copy and force this external framework into their own system without checking whether they actually fit their specific corporate goals. Let's turn our attention to the impact of this issue, which affect both the organizations and individuals' employees. Looking first at the organizational level, the first impact is the failure of digital transformations and efforts. When new technology are introduced without properly improving employee skills, the digitalization process becomes less effective, meaning technology is not used effectively and operational upgrades is failed. Besides that, the second impact is a waste of organizational resource and budget. Organizations may spend large amounts of money on advanced technology and digital systems, but these investments may not provide the expected benefits when employees lack the necessary competencies. Lastly, the third impact is the loss of competitive advantage. Organizations that fail to develop employee competencies may fall behind competitors who are able to adapt more quickly to technological changes. Now let's look at the impacts on the employees. The first impact is increased stress and burnout. Employees may feel pressure when they are required to use complex digital tools without adequate training or support. Besides that, the second impact is lower self-confidence and job satisfaction. As employees struggle to adapt to new technologies, they may begin to doubt their abilities and feel less motivated in their jobs. Lastly, the third impact is this issue can lead to reduced job performance. Employees who lack the necessary digital competencies are more likely to make more mistakes, work less efficiently, and produce lower quality outcomes. To understand this critical issue from an academic perspective, we can link this finding directly to Chapter 4 of HRM HRM549 syllabus, which focus on learning and transfer of training. First, the issue is closely tied to adults learning theory. This theory explains that adult learners have different backgrounds, experience, and learning speeds. This principle directly mirrors the article's recommendations for adaptive training programs. By tailoring training to match individual skills level, organization can help employees understand and adapt to digital change more effectively at their own pace. Second, the issue can be explained through information processing theory. According to the syllabus, learning becomes more effective when information is broken down into a smaller sections and when learners are given the opportunity to actively reflect. This directly supports the article's suggestions of utilizing structure groups discussion. Through these interactive peer discussions, employees can exchange ideas more easily, share digital knowledge, and reduce the psychological stress of adapting to new technologies. Based on qualitative insight of the article, I would like to propose 3 actionable solutions to address the challenge. First, organization must implement adaptive training programs that can be adjusted to each employee's current skill level, ensuring no one feels overwhelmed. Besides that, the organization should integrate structured group discussion as a core learning strategy, allowing teams to collaborate and build confidence together in using digital tools. Lastly, a success digital transformation requires strong leadership support and robust change management. Leaders must move beyond simply issuing top-down directives. They must actively support the transitions by providing necessary resources, allocating sufficient budgets, and guiding their workforce through the change. To conclude, bridging the digital competency gap is no longer optional. It has become an important requirement for organizations to survive and remain competitive in the digital era. As we have explored today, technology alone cannot ensure success. True digital transformations require a workforce that is skilled, confident, and fundamentally ready to adapt. With that, thank you so much for your time and attention.